Oh my God, hello. Hi, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Dennis is here. I hope that you guys are all having a great day. It's been a much better day. Baby boy is doing great. He's still very, very sleepy, but seems to be on the up and up, which is great. But thank you all for being here. I'm so excited to actually get back on track with Strange Horticulture. I know Monday was just weird all around. So, but today, better day. We're going to have fun. It's going to be great. We're going to play Strange Horticulture. Hopefully we're going to finish it up. I don't know why we wouldn't at this point, unless things just go really wonky, which is always a possibility. But we're going to do that today. And then Friday, we're back to Fable Friday. So we can knock out some more Fable. But, you know, as per usual, we've got to get Dennis dressed, and then we've got our poem of the day. And so he was wearing his strawberry hat, so I've taken that out of the choices for today. We've got the same options as normal. We've got the... If I don't throw it to the floor first. We've got the chicken hat. We've got the carrot. We've got the sprout. We have got the bunny ears. And then we've got the orange. So if anybody has a preference on what we get Dennis dressed in today, please feel free to go ahead and throw it on out, and I will just grab the first one that is in chat. And then we also have his sunglasses to pick as well for the day. Let me finish getting those out of the drawer here. And I believe he had the black wire frames on Monday. So we're going to put those to the side. And then we'll get him dressed. And I will hopefully remember to get him dressed for you guys again today once we get into the game. But again, if I forget, if anybody wants to just throw exclamation Dennis, that was weird. I don't know why I just did that with my hair. I don't like that at all. Get down from there. Goodness. But Sprout, please. You got it. Perfect. And then, but yeah, if I forget to get him dressed for you guys where y'all can see him, somebody just do exclamation Dennis. It'll remind me that he's naked and that I need to get him dressed. So I think we're gonna let's do the rose gold wire frames for him today. That one's always really cute. Oh, put his hat on backwards. Try it again. There we go. Perfect. Amazing. He's ready to go. And honestly, the sprout I feel like is so fitting for the game tonight. So that is a great choice. But I hope you are doing well today, Scully. And also and I say this every time I am uncertain on names, but I'm terrible with names. So if I ever call you something you don't want to be called, or if I say it incorrectly, please correct me, because I'm just terrible with names in general. But Dennis is good to go, so we'll get him dressed when we get in the game. But we do have our poem again. I think I'm going to do 2 of them today because they're both really short. But this is still from I Am Her Tribe from Danielle Dobby. From the I Am Her Tribe book. The first one is titled, it's called Light Alchemy. The second one is untitled. But like Light Alchemy says, to be in the work of our shadow is to be in the work of what's sacred. Honor this work. And then the second one is untitled. It says, the breaking leads to opening. The opening allows expansion. The expansion creates more space, and the space invites growth in. So I want to do 2 today because those seemed a little on the shorter side. We've got a long one for Friday. It's very, very long. I'm excited. I really, really enjoy those. Yeah, cool. So we will do Strange Horticulture tonight. Again, we should be finishing it tonight. I say we should because the demo that we did on Monday was supposed to only be about 45 minutes, and I ended up streaming way later than I intended. So you never know sometimes, especially when my brain just shuts off and I'm like, I no longer get what I'm supposed to be getting out of these puzzles. But I think we're just going to jump straight in. I don't think there was any other things that I needed to go over with you guys or like catch all up on, but if I think of them randomly throughout the night, then I'll definitely share them then. But we do have Cat Cam back today. You guys get Ignis today. So we can go ahead and jump over here. I lied. I think I have to take away Cat Cam for like half a second so I can get Dennis dressed so he's not naked. What are you in today, my friend? You are in the sprout hat and the rose gold frames. There's your frames and your hat. Perfect. Awesome. And then I can give you guys Cat Cam back. She's so stinking cute. My goodness. Look at that little baby. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and jump straight back in. See if we can figure out any more of the weirdness that was going on with the sisterhood. I think that's what it was called. Okay, yep. So we had this tool that allows us to see things. We were able to see some spores coming off of one of the plants that helped us with one of the things. Oh, that's fun. I don't think I've actually looked at that yet. That's cool. We still have this coin that says 1813 in Gosforth. This was a thing that helps us find some spots on the map, like a little speaker. We did just get this card. So Endmore, Raven, Spider. We got that at the start of the day today. And then we have this little lockbox as well. So I'm going to put a couple things in the drawer just because we've got a lot of stuff here right now and it's getting a little cluttery. And then we also have Arnside Antiques. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the antique shop in the second game, because the second one is Strange Antiquities. So it would not surprise me if that was that. Also, if I accidentally put my drink in front of the cat cam, I'm so sorry. I'm getting used to where it's positioned now. But we've got Endmore, Raven, Spider. So this typically helps us find a new spot on the map. So let's jump into that. Oh, I feel like the game is yelling at me. My headphones are way louder than normal. All right, where did you go? Okay. So Endmore, Raven, Spider. I don't oh. Well, that's Raven glass. I was gonna say I don't remember seeing anywhere with these. But I guess I'm a liar because there's Raven glass right here. I don't... Like, I initially thought that the E and the S could mean east and south, but that to me feels kind of odd. Okay, we may sit on this. Or we could just go to Ravenglass, because we do have the will to explore at the moment. So we could just go ahead and use it, and we can get more back by watering the plants anyways. So let's go ahead and see what we've got here. An expanse of water surrounds the coastal hamlet of Ravenglass, which sits on the estuary of 3 rivers. My librarian friend Simone tells me that the Romans once used this as a naval port. Okay, interesting, but not what we needed, because if it was, that card would have, like, burnt away, like the other ones have. So let's go ahead and just bring in a couple customers, and we'll keep this in mind. See if anything else may make that make more sense. Grace Enright. Have you heard of this masked woman? Imagine having that amount of power. Nations would kneel before you. You would be a god. That creature, it's huge, unstoppable, and they say it obeys her every command. It would certainly come in helpful with my father-in-law tomorrow. I guess I'll just have to settle for some Daisy Duck to help me get through it instead. Daisy Duck. Okay, so we do not know what Daisy Duck is just yet. So we'll have to find it out of all of our plants. But a simple potion that'll grant courage can be brewed from the leaves. It's said that ancient warriors would take it before going to battle. Okay, that doesn't give us a whole lot, but we know that the leaves look like this at least. Okay, these have 5 bluish purple flowers. These only have 3, so I don't think it's this one. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, so these have 5. So I feel like it might be that one. Because I think that's all that we have that looks like that. Oh, you're labeled. You can go down there, friend. And I tried to separate them so that anything that we have yet to figure out is here. Hey, Mama Shump, how are you? I think it's this one. We'll try and give her this one. Perfect. Good. I'm glad to hear it. All right, so we've got the Daisy Duck, which means we can label that one now. Dead man's fingers. This fungus is typically found in dense forests, protruding through the mulch. At a glance, it can appear as though a corpse is reaching up from the undergrowth. Is said to strengthen resolve and sharpen the mind. Interesting. Okay, this was the one. Okay, so we just labeled that one, so let me label it before we forget. And then try and use it again for something else later. Oh, let's see who's next. David Schaefer. He brings my mail. This letter was delivered in an unusual way. There was no address provided, just the horticulturist. Spelled wrong. The horticulturist. I have to assume it was meant for you. The horticulturist. If you know your plants, this letter is for you. Okay, well, immediately I want to know if there's a secret. Yes, of course there is. Oh, so you got it working. Oh, yes, it works. It works. Look to the north of Bowfell at the source of the river Esk. Nobody knows it grows there. It'll be our little secret. Ho ho. Okay, north of Bowfell at the source of the river Esk. Perfect. Well, we can explore, so that's awesome. Okay, north of Bowfell. Well, here's the river Esk. That goes all the way up, and there's Bowfell, so north would be here. Sure enough, I find a plant here that I've never seen before. I like plants. I like new ones. That's an interesting looking plant. Where did you go? There you are. Bell-like flowers and heart-shaped leaves. Okay. Which means we don't need that anymore, so that can get filed away. Little baby. My husband likes to forage for mushrooms, but I'm worried about the ones he's brought back from his latest venture. He's just been on a trip across the lake, exploring the woods to the west of here. He's got a bag full of odd-looking mushrooms that he says are perfectly safe, but they don't look edible to me. I'd have brought one with me to help identify it, but he's hoarding them because he thinks I'm going to throw them out. I'll come back tomorrow. Okay, Mr. Dunn, mushrooms, woods west of Undermere, across the lake. Okay, well, we've got Undermere in the woods to the west, across the lake. Mushrooms. How have I never been here before? They're hard to find at first, but soon I'm seeing them everywhere. Okay. Pretty. Okay, well, you go up here with my other mushrooms. And so I need to figure out what you are for tomorrow. I don't think we have a whole lot of mushrooms left. Okay, so we had Dead Man's Fingers, but those were... They didn't have, like, a cap to them. And Devil's Nightcap. I don't believe that's a mushroom. Avilum. Not a mushroom. Farmer's Worry a mushroom? Okay, it is. Spongy mushroom with potent abilities, only safe to consume in small quantities, grants strength. For short periods of time at the expense of severe fatigue once the effect is worn off. Ooh, the red caps have a spongy texture, so this could be Farmer's Worry. Okay. I think that's what it is for when she comes back. We'll be able to identify it for her. This is our librarian friend. Lord Fremont told me he was able to help you find some information on the servant. I've been looking all over the library, but all I've discovered is a mold problem. I hoped you might have some sweet breath that could help me clear it up. Okay, so Palliance. Hey, Waffles! Thank you for redeeming your daily honk. I appreciate it very, very much. I hope you've had a great day, love. Alright, so we can do Palliance or the Lyle of Neptune. Do we have both of those? Okay, so we have Palliance potentially. Ew, we haven't identified either of them. Okay. Also called truth sayer, this plant will force a person to tell the truth when eaten. The sparsely petaled pale flower give off a strong scent. Your day has been good. It has. It has indeed. It's been a Wednesday, but it's been a good day. Our sweet baby boy had a crazy issue on Monday. Definitely could have been crazier, but he's doing better today, so it's a good day. I vaguely remember seeing this one, or like one that could have been this one. But it also could just be that there's a couple of them that looked similar to each other. The bulb's quite firm and turquoise in color. The orange fruits have no noticeable odor. Glad things are better. We are too. Yeah, we're definitely keeping an eye on him, and he's got some antibiotics that he's taking, but he's a very, very eepy baby. But he's doing good. Okay, I don't think we have that one. It could be this one, but I don't know. That doesn't feel quite right. Like, typically if I'm like, it could be, it's not. Okay, well, let's look at what Palliance looks like. And also what it does. So the other one's like a truth serum. This one is most plants offer a small improvement to air quality, but the Palliance is in a class of its own, sometimes called sweet breath, thanks to the freshness of the air in its vicinity. The many short leaves of this plant are thought to help filter toxins from the air surrounding. Okay, so Palliance is what she's asking for. But the Lyle of Neptune, okay, goodbye. I'll give you guys cat cam back if somebody else comes up. But the Lyle of Neptune is an option that we can do because someone, I can't remember who it was, but somebody mentioned to us that she may not be telling us the entire truth. So this is one of those moments where we can make a decision. But the problem is I don't know if we have the truth serum one. Like, I feel like we've used that one, but if we did, it would be checked off in the books. I guess we haven't, but it looked familiar to me, so it may just be from whenever we got the journal entry. It may just be that I recognize it from that. It's honestly more than likely what it is, but I don't feel like we have it yet. Which makes me wonder if it could be what this card is leading us to. Endmore Raven Spider. The only Raven-esque thing I saw was down here with the Raven glass. Oh, wait. Endmore is here. Endmore. And then Raven is up to... What would Spider be then? Okay, I'm gonna click here so I can actually zoom in further. Do we have something that's Spider-esque? Arnside, Kirkhead, Roudsea, Backbarrow, Lowick, Leaston, Rustlin, Torver, The Old Man, Grizzledale, Hawkshead, Rydale Cave, Undermere, Kentmere, Tarncrag, The Daughters, Sadgill, Tebay, Fairfield Peak, Jack's Rake, Dungeon Gill, Bowfell, Hard Knot, Ilgill Head, Beckfoot, Lowwood, Seafell Pike, Satalin, Red Pike, Great Gavel, Egremont Castle, Calder Abbey, Gosforth, which was on the coin, but I'm pretty sure we went there and nothing happened, if I'm remembering correctly. Boodle. That's gonna get me every time I read it. Blackcomb, Haverick, Foxfield, Swinside, Whitefell, Ravenglass. So, hold on, let me get my pen. Okay, yeah, that should be our notes from last time. Okay, so we've got Endmore. Where'd the card go? There we go. Nope, that's not a card. That's a card. I would still like that please. Thank you. So Enmore is here at L29. I don't know if that helps or not, but L29, Raven, I assume would be Raven Glass if we're going off of this, which is J6. And then something that would be Spider. And I'm also like, okay, well, if it's... Because there's a lot of times where, like, the picture corresponds with whatever, like, the picture on the card corresponds with the map. I'm like, if that's Raven, I don't know, and, like if Raven and then, like, a branch, but it doesn't make sense that the Raven's on the right side of the card, but the left side of the map for that to work. Spider. What else is around Enmore? Okay, I was just double checking. Okay, I was double checking our notes from the last time we played because that was a week ago at this point. I'm like, if I put the Raven over it, but that, and then potentially like the Spider, but that puts that way out in the ocean, and I don't think we can go out there. Okay, I'm glad I double looked though, because I did not see Enmore originally. Yeah, I don't see anything else that could be Spider. Again, I wasn't really paying attention to the rivers. River Esk, Urt, Wastwater, River Dudon, Coniston Water, Lake Undermere, River Leven, River Crate, River Loon, Kent, Gilpin, Sprent, Kent. Okay, doesn't look, and then Killington Lake. All right, does not look like it is a body of water. Does anything look like a spider? Like, part of me feels like the truth thing might be at that location, which is the only reason why I'm sticking on this before we go back to help her. Because we may want to give her the truth stuff just to see if she is hiding something from us. But that also could, if she knows, that could piss her off. See Talon. The old man, Torver. Boodle. Haverick, Leaston Castle. Like, what's the connection between Endmore and Ravenglass? Let's try Endmore. We've got the will to explore. We'll try Endmore in case it's potentially something we find there leads us to the next one. That could work, so let's go there. After a pleasant amble through the village, I find myself in a farmer's field. There's little botanical interest here, only a few sheep and an old scarecrow who leers at me from his perch, arms askew. I noticed he's dressed in what looks like a shopkeeper's outfit. Once respectable, now shabby, I cannot quite place who he reminds me of. Okay. Actually really gave me anything, or if it was just kind of a general like, oh hey, you saw this cool thing. I think we may just have to give her what she's actually asking for, which isn't a terrible thing. letters we still have. Okay, that's on the disc P. Wait. Oh. Hold on. Okay, okay, okay. Shoot, what was it? Raven... Endmore, Raven, Spider. Is there a spider on here? Yes, and okay, all right, we're cooking. Here we go. Okay, Endmore, Raven, and Spider. So, would that just be straight northwest then? To Kendall? Like if it's a mix of the two? Okay, well... water a plant, and then we'll try there. We'll try the one right next to Kendall. I think. Apologies if you can hear the motorcycle outside. Where'd my watering can go? Hello? There it is. I'll say by the time I finish. Yeah, okay. Here it is. Okay. Okay, so we had... we have this back, please. No more. Okay, and then Raven. And then Spider. That's why I'm like, do we go up Raven over Spider? Or do we the half and half? We're gonna try the half and half first. There are more important things I could be doing back at the shop. Delightful. Okay, I was wrong. So we're gonna water some plants. Okay, so then it may be up and then just in the east. Oh, I guess I got the will from watering that one. I must have scooted over just a smidge. But I guess then it must be one in the directions following. But it looks like we're about to have ads start soon. Thank you guys so much for hanging out during those and supporting the channel. I don't believe you guys are going to be missing too crazy much, but if you do get hit with those ads, just take a second, do a little stretch, get a little snack or a drink. We'll be here when you get back. Alright. Where did they go? There you are. Okay, yeah, so if we Raven and then Spider, we'll try this one. Why did I come here? I don't know. Clearly. Okay, alright. Once more with feeling. Maybe it is just two separate places then. So we'll see if we can check that. That is awesome, Waffles. Thank you for coming in for a 3-stream streak. I'm also really surprised I didn't just stumble over that, because that was hard to say. And thank you so much for being here. I got a couple more in water. I was hoping that, like, when we started this, that there was a way that I could upgrade the watering can to just move a little faster. Okay, so let's simplify it even more. I feel like I'm getting ahead of myself at this point, which is very typical of me in puzzle games. So let's just enter more Raven. What the heck? Okay, so we've got to be on the right track with this thing. Like, we have to be. Because I don't know what else the Raven and the Spider would mean. Wait. Hold on. Hold up, wait a minute. I think I figured it out. And I just realized that I forgot a bit of that letter. Where if it chained them, you would move the thing, like you would move the cipher to the new position. Okay, great, stop. Give me that. Okay, so if it's Enmore Raven, then we're gonna go here. Whoops. To here. And then it's from there, it's Spider, so we need to go here. Oh boy, okay. We did a jackdaw croaks hidden somewhere nearby. Strange shapes of old stones pierce the long grass. Among them, some plants grow. Well, unfortunately, neither of you are the Lyle of Neptune. Okay, let me look through ones that we have already identified, just in case it is identified and we just haven't used it yet, so it's not check marked, because that's a distinct possibility. Mellow Shimmerlung, Harlequin Blue. No? Okay. Sorry. Oof. Thank God I can mute myself now. That would have sucked. Okay, well. What are you doing all the way over? Oh, wait, no. There was something about you. There's a reason why I moved you over there. I don't remember the reason, but I remember there being a reason. Alright, I don't see any that look like this, which makes me sad. Welcome back, you guys. Thank you guys again for those of you who stuck around during the ad break. I appreciate you very, very much. We just got a couple new flowers. We got these two. Was finally able to figure out the puzzle. I just wasn't shifting the cipher, so you shift it to the first position. So we shifted it to the Raven and then followed over to Spider, and that's where the thing was. So we were able to get those. I still am trying to find whatever the heck these are, because I kind of want to give her the truth serum. But like, I don't want to give her something that is not at all correct, because I don't want to like accidentally kill her, because she is a friend. I don't think I see it labeled, because I was thinking there was a potential that we could have labeled it, even though we hadn't technically used it yet. It's like this doesn't feel right, because it looks more like a paintbrush. Like one singular and not so much like berries. Unfortunately, I just don't think we have it, which sucks, because like if they're offering like a chance to use it, then we should have had the opportunity at least to get it, which means we may have just missed something. What are you? Yeah, definitely not you. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't think we have it. I keep like, it's like when you really want a snack, you like open the fridge and then you like don't have what you want in the fridge, and so you close the fridge, and then like a couple minutes later you open the fridge again hoping it's changed. That's kind of what I feel right now. Where I'm like, just have different options. Like, I know it's just gonna be the same plants, but like, just show me something different, man. Like, I want to have that, but we don't have that. Yeah, that's definitely not it. Okay, well, let's take a second and see if we happen to have anything else that we can use for clues. I don't believe we do. This was the letter from the gentleman with the Seeds of Redemption that wanted us to leave the St. John's poppy outside of the Sadgill Church before Friday, which we did not do. And then he told us we were going to regret it, and we haven't seen him yet again. Which, now that I'm thinking about it, makes me a little nervous. So we're just going to put that back. Hi, Bagel. Thank you. And thank you for redeeming your daily hunk. It's like freshly washed, so it's a good hair day. I desperately need to go get it cut, though, because she's getting real freaking long. And it's time. I grew it out for the wedding, and now it's like it's got to go. I need to shape it back up, and it gets heavy. So I started looking for hairdressers today. I got to find one, because normally I'm a great clips kind of girl, and I'm like, I kind of want it like legitimately styled, get like a good shag kind of style where it's like you roll out of bed, the messier the better kind of vibe. Yeah, it's a lot. I get it from my dad. This is the only other letter that I think we have at the moment, because this was just describing the disc that we used in the last little bit. And then all of these guys we used already, because we used those with these buttons. And that opened a compartment up here, which we got everything out of. So we really only have this letter and whatever the heck this is. Which, like, I don't think we really... We haven't used it. I tried to go straight to Gosforth, and I don't believe that that really gave us anything. Thank you for lurking, Bagel. It was 1813 Gosforth. Makes me feel like this symbol means something, but I don't remember having seen it anywhere else just yet. I don't think I've seen it in the book. I don't think I've seen it on the map. Let me see. Okay, and then the map did have a couple of things. I think we grabbed the Elderfinian. That was the great oak tree. The tomb of the hunter was up there, which I truly cannot remember if we went to or not. I don't think we did. So it's like B14. Okay, we're gonna take a second to look here because I don't remember what it was. The memorial bears the name Swaff Prior. It serves in memory he was one of the Dreyer. Theirs is a lonely life at the mercy of their dangerous addiction. They build a tolerance to the Dranthium sap in childhood that they might benefit from its potent effects, but they will die if they stop taking it. Wow, an unusual plant grows sparsely around the memorial. I already have explored here and found all there is to find. Okay, so we did already go there. Great. I was hoping we hadn't. Okay, so it's still Gosforth though. That was over here. And, like, I don't think that symbol really, like... Because it's like, maybe these are the box, but then it would be circling, like, the inner connection of one, and, like, that doesn't make sense for how this map works in terms of visiting stuff. I don't think I can flip the coin over either. Being anything when we went straight there. I wonder if it's something we could, like, give to somebody at some point, like train them for something. The awoken Dendru is loyal to the summoner, who becomes its master and can bend its terrible power to their will. This servant is assumed to be immortal since it has no known vulnerabilities, but that does not mean that it cannot be defeated. Many hundreds of years ago, the site of ritual importance was created near Blackcomb to the south of the Watcher, the Great Oak, and the Dendru was... To the south of the Watcher, the Great Oak, and the Dendru was ousted from this world, unfortunately. Although we know that the 5 plants were required for the ritual, the specific plants are not known. Okay, that's what that one was. Yeah, we did that. Like, where's Orchard Road? Like, is that somewhere we can go and visit? Where's the thing? Wait, Arnside. Was there an Arn? Yes. Okay, we're going to Arnside. The dark exterior of Arnside Antiquities blends into its surroundings. A tailor called Jones and an ugly-looking haberdashery, to the extent that I walk past it 3 times before I find it. Inside, however, I'm greeted by a world of intrigue and wonder. Old trinkets sit alongside faded books and manuscripts, while strange utensils and machines, their uses unfathomable, occupy rows of display cases. It is some time before I peel myself away, returning to Undermere with 2 new recipes for elixirs that demand further study. Not what I wanted, but I guess that's cool to find. The elixir of the damned, made from a combination of Arbitum alacritus and Maculosis retinentia. Nailed it. And Mens Fortis, this powerful elixir is dangerous and extreme caution is advised. It is said to bring a person back from the brink of death, but at the expense of their soul. Those who have drunk it appear vacant and lost, alive, but not really with us. Yikes. St. Quentin's elixir. This elixir will enable any drinker of it to overcome their sense of fear, though it should be considered beforehand that fear is not always a bad thing. For example, it would not be wise to drink this near the edge of a cliff. A 5-pointed leaf to grant courage, a red flower to protect the mind, and a seed pod for luck. Huh. Okay. either of those at the moment, so I'm just gonna put those down here. Cool. Well, that got us something, but it wasn't what I was hoping. Which I guess is fine. So unfortunately, I don't think we can dupe her. I don't think we have the Neptune. Which sucks. Dag nabbit. I think the reason why I'm so bothered by this is because I swear I've seen this. Like, I feel like I've seen this. And it's gonna drive me bonkers. But yeah, I just fuck, I'm not seeing it now. Sparsely petaled pale flowers give off a strong scent. It's a light, airy scent. It's got surprisingly sharp edges. Dark purple flowers. Flowers are blue. Like, this doesn't look like it. Like, it says it's somewhat pungent. And like, it kind of looks like this top bit, but only in like the little thing, like the little hairs coming off of it. Not so much in the shape. And it's also like the stem doesn't look the same. So I'm like, that can't be it. So I'm just sitting here opening the fridge again, just hoping something's different. Flowers have a delicate scent. Nope. Those smell pleasant, so that's not it. Okay, alright. What was this one? Most plants offer small improvement to the air quality. The many short leaves are thought to offer help filtering the toxins. Pleasant, fresh aroma. Small, delicate leaves. Ooh, we might. Whoopsie doodles, not bad. We may end up accidentally giving her the wrong thing anyways, which makes me nervous. And it's like, this looks similar. But like, if it was pungent, I don't feel like that would help filter. Because if the air was fresh, it wouldn't be pungent. Smells like rhubarb. I don't think that's right. Okay, this has got to be it. Okay. Dang, we'll never know what she was hiding, if she was hiding anything. I should have read that. Did anyone happen to catch what that was called? Trying to see whichever one doesn't sound... Was it the sour bandy? I feel like that was the one that just popped up. That may not be correct. Okay, sour bandy... Okay, yeah, I think it was this one. The sour bandy can help with memory recovery. The irony of that is not lost on me. The sour bandy can help with memory recovery, especially if the memory has been deliberately sabotaged. The name of this plant derives from the fact that although edible, the large stamen is extremely bitter to taste. Okay. Hello, baby. Lorena Chapman, my cousin will be married in 3 days. If you've got some trimble huff, then it'd save me the trouble of going out and finding some myself. If you knew my cousin, you'd know she's not worth the trouble. What are you about to do? Okay. The trimble huff traditionally used as decoration at weddings and is thought to strengthen relationships. A cross-section of the small cup-like flowers, they generally point down to avoid filling with water to allow easy access from pollinating insects. Okay, I feel like we've seen this one. Like recently. This bad boy? Bell-like flowers and heart-shaped leaves. That feels right. That was not right. Oh god. Okay. Oops. Oops. But the cups were okay. So you can see through you. Maybe. Stay there for a second. So we really don't have that many things to choose from right now. That's kind of the only other like cup-shaped one that we haven't already identified. Yeah, those are pointing up. Amazing. Okay, cool. Glowhorn. The glowhorn, or forest lantern, or pixie lamp, is phosphorescent, illuminating the trees that grows under. Suspicious travelers avoid walking towards it, fearing that the faint lights will lure them to their demise. I think I know which one that one is. Uh-oh. Okay, it was you. I was like, shoot, I don't remember which one we just had. Trimblehoof. I don't know why you're red, but you're gonna be red. Okay, so that's end of day. We don't really have anything else to explore. The only thing we've got left at this point is the coin. Which I don't think there was anything special on the coin. Oh, and then we've got this, but I have no clue how to open that at this point. I don't think we've seen anything about a key. Okay. I can put you back over there too. I want to explore somewhere else, but I unfortunately, I just don't know where to explore at this point. I guess we're gonna end day. Get a new card. Sorry. 8 Mile. I think we figured out what the coin's for. 8 miles to the east. The shepherd watched as she prepared the leaves and roots that she would require. He watched as the hours dragged by, the sun set, and she worked by candlelight, at times sitting still, at times moving like a dancer among the stones. The change happened suddenly, but also subtly, so that at first the watcher was not sure that anything had happened. Then he saw it. Spooky. What do you think, Lara? Do you think that was spooky? I do too. Okay. You want to come hang out? Okay. Want to say hi to everybody? She's like, yeah, okay, whatever. Okay, so we're gonna go Gosforth and we're gonna go 8 miles southeast. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gazing at the still water of the lake, his black waters draw me into a reflective trance. Here and there, flowers that I don't recognize grow. Okay, cool. So that got us these two guys. Perfect. Let's see who's next for the day. Thora done. Well, he went and ate those bloody mushrooms, and of course now he's sick. Is there anything that we can do? He's in a bad way, and I'm worried about him. Okay. So we thought they were the farmer's worry. Severe fatigue once it's worn off. I think that's what we thought that one was. Okay. So, I feel like normally when it gives us this, it's one that we've already discovered. Okay, so that one seems to draw in light. They're suffering from hypothermia. They can be stewed and mulched to form a poultice. Flowers smell buttery to some people. That one's for skin rashes. Believed to help the dead find peace. Provides a shielding effect for afflictions of the mind. Spike lightning. Okay, that one's for the Huntress Ardrina. According to legend, it can be used to open any lock. Despite being described as common, trials can in fact be quite tricky. A balm against eye strain. May appear younger but become more frail and brittle. Courage. Strength and resolve sharpen the mind. Boiling in vinegar creates a tonic against fevers and poison. What's wrong with them specifically? Is it just... Wait, wasn't there one that had, like, stomach... Like, it helped with stomach issues? No. Offered to deities. Obtain a small amount of venom. That's not what we want. Energy boosts. Camphor produces a beautiful sleeping droughts. Friendship between strangers. Digestive troubles. The candy root. Because if he ate something, that would be digestive troubles. Okay. Candy root. Where are you? Candy root. Waffles is 43% silly today. Oh no! No, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Okay, so candy root did not help. Okay. Alright, so this one was... okay, so that's poison. We don't want that. Dental hygiene. Once tried, hardened sense can be burned as incense. Henchuk can have a startling effect on memory. So that's short-term memory loss. Provide pain relief. Honey, you're really not giving me hardly anything to go off of here. Like, what's wrong with him? It said it made him tired, right? So is that one that was like a... I got farmer's worry. Strength for short periods, expensive severe fatigue. Yeah, so what was the one that was like energy? Sleeping droughts, friendship. That's where we just... Oh, red berries. So fever kiss. I feel like energy would be helpful for him. So if it's... Oh. Oh no, I don't know what happens if we get like a full bar of Rising Dread. Uh-oh. Abilities when safety consume small quantities. Okay, so severe fatigue once the effect is worn off. Because this said it... This is what we got, and it said it's a spongy texture, so like it's gotta be that. So if he's suffering from severe fatigue right now, where were we? People tend to be drawn to the unusual powers of Jacob's worth. Points the way to any person who should locate. Aids with conditions of memory deterioration. That one hurts, so we don't want that. Along with several medicinal uses, it's associated with curing afflictions of the heart. A single drop of the strong-smelling sap from this plant faculties. That one lifts curses. That one helps focus. Down to secrecy. Painful sores, we don't want that. Among other uses, allow someone to pass unnoticed. Confidence and persuasiveness. Bite of a crunchy root plant has an effect of a cold bucket of water thrown over the face. Unpleasant sensation accompanied by sharp focus. I'm gonna write it down so I don't forget. There's a possible option. It's like if he's fatigued and it's like, is it brain fatigue? Because okay, that was the sweet breath. Said to ease gastric distress and reduce anxiety. So maybe Fennett. I'll cover that purchase hidden. That turns black in presence of poisons. Releases swift snare. Bring good fortune. Burns brightly and noisily. Commonly used in witchcraft. Edible mushrooms and mild medicinal properties. When dried and eaten, it can help relieve pain. St. John's poppy. One improves hearing. That one's highly poisonous. Deters unwanted souls and spirits. That was the wedding one. That one moves. Believed by many to believe gold. Brings luck. Induces fear. Suffers effects of having drunk too much the night before. Heavy plant often found growing in extreme environments. Insect repellent. Said to have many uses, including easing symptoms of infection, soaking up moisture, and detecting the presence of certain compounds. And worryless is an aptly named plant. Inhaling the smell is said to ease symptoms of anxiety. Well. Okay, so Norwood, Fennett, and spring wax cap. Norwood and Fennett are ones we've already identified. So, like, I feel like I'm more likely to lean towards those. I really did not have much to go off of at all. I might eat those bloody mushrooms before someone's sick. Anything we can do is in bad way I'm working on. I have a distinct feeling we are going to find out what happens when we get too much of the rising technique, unfortunately. Because I don't feel like Finette is correct. I don't feel like any of them are correct at this point. Oh God, a shiver travels down my spine. My mind is broken. Oh, I gotta put it back together again? Oh, that's fascinating. Okay, okay. Whoa. Okay, so this is doubles. Okay, so that feels right. What about you? You this way? Okay, that doesn't feel right. Anything else have 2 lines? You? Okay, okay, okay. And then you, and then you. Okay, now we need 1. Nope. Nope. Okay, there we go. There we go. They're like the straight up piece. That's so cool. I feel revived. My mind is whole again. There's a hint button to the right of the shop screen. It might be helpful if you get stuck. Okay, thank you. That's such an interesting little like way to bring yourself back. Okay. Hi. Yeah, he ate the mushrooms. Hi, Nelly. Thank you for lurking. Who ate the bloody mushrooms? Of course, now he's sick. Is there anything we can do using it that way? I'm worried about him. Okay, I'm sure I've seen a guide to poisonous mushrooms around here somewhere. Did I leave it in my laboratory? Oh. Incredible. Okay, I didn't know that existed. I apparently never saw it when we were in here the last time. Okay. So we were pretty sure it was farmer's worry. Often fatal, an antidote can be made using royal gentian. Great. Now what were you? Sometimes called the Everheart. Is that you? Yes. Make the thing. I don't remember how to make it. Okay, so that's it. That's it. To fatal fungi and their antidotes. Sometimes fatal can be cured by taking hot cold and vinegar. Journaling. Oh, do I just need to give that straight to her? Okay, let me do it that way, because I don't think I need to make it. I think I need to just give it to her. Incredible. We did liver stone. Caution is advised when handling this plant due to the strong paralyzing agents contained within. The liver stone is a mushroom with pointed caps. So probably this guy. Okay, and we already knew that one. You can hang out over here. Forest bear. Oh no, buddy. What happened? I've been to Blackcomb. I have fought the servant and lived, but still my adversary stands. I have fought the servant and lived, so my adversary stands. It must be defeated. For my part, I am ashamed to say that I am done, and my soul could use the tonic of St. Clinton's elixir if I am ever to recover from the horror that I have seen. Bunty. Okay, hold on. That's not the right one. What about this one? Okay. 5-pointed leaf. That one. We just had it. This guy? 5-pointed leaf? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Or is that more than one? Because okay, possibly this one. Okay, go away. I'll set that in there for right now. Or any of the other ones. 5-pointed. 5-pointed leaf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're technically a 5-pointed leaf as well. What do you do? St. John's poppy. Greatly improved hearing. The flowers are red with a sweet scent. And then Daisy Dock was... Hi, Cat. How are you? Coming in. And that one grants courage. Okay, so we need a 5-pointed leaf to grant courage. Ha ha ha. Where did it just go? Daisy Dock. So Daisy Dock is the 5-pointed leaf to grant courage. Amazing. Red flower to protect the mind. One of these was specifically for to protect droughts of the like things in the mind. So let's try candlewood. Good. To leather. God, where did it just go? Candlewood. Okay, so that's one for luck. Okay, so not you. I need a red flower. I don't think it was a St. John's poppy. It may have been. Oh, I literally just read the St. John's poppy. My brain is already immediately like, I don't remember what it said. Okay, that was the hearing. Okay, Weeping Bell. Nope. I honestly don't know if I can or not. I can. Give me just a second. Okay, that's about as high as it can go. I know I had to like mess around with the settings and whatnot, so it's possible that I accidentally turned something down with the new one. But if the game is too loud in comparison to me, I can do that as well and drop that down. Okay, cool. What the heck was I just looking for? Oh, the Weeping Bell. Weeping Bell. A plant that's believed by many to lead to gold. Will have about as much luck searching for the end of a rainbow. Can soothe insect bites and stings. Okay, and then Eyebright is the other red one that we have. Take care not to touch brightly colored thorns. They'll do no lasting damage to contain a small amount of venom. Known to improve eyesight in the dark. What the heck was the one that protected the mind? I swear I remember there being one that was like protects against like attacks on the mind. And it was one of like the earlier ones that we had too. Let me just go back towards the start. Visions and clarity. So sorry for just going through all of these again. Butterdale's been used for centuries. That one's skin rashes. Afflictions of the mind. Oh, so it was the candlewood. What did I look up? Oh no, I goofed. I just looked at this one for some reason. Okay, so it is the candlewood. I was looking at the Caballia. And a seed pod for luck. Huh. A seed pod. Trying to use a seed pod. I swear I remember seeing one about luck. I know there was one that was like when it's a 7th, like it has 7 leaves, it's supposed to be lucky. I hate when I remember seeing them, but I can't remember any of the details surrounding it. It's the truth sayer. Confidence and persuasiveness. Reduces anxiety. The sheep snap is thought to bring good fortune when prepared correctly. The green seed pods of the sheep snap have a hard outer shell and sound hollow when tapped. To the south, they call it the bulbs of Bayonne. Though the baubles look soft, they are in fact quite hard. Okay, I think it's this guy then. Great elixir. Okay, and then hopefully you are the correct thing that we can give to him. Amazing. Alright, Priddle. Coveted by the rich, pretty Priddle is crushed to make dyes. It's a very rare plant that's hard to come by and requires great care to cultivate. Okay, but we know you are Saint Quentin's elixir. Okay, so I just realized that you guys were hearing what I was hearing in my headphones, which may be why the game might have been a little loud. So hopefully that's better in comparison to me. Sorry about that, you guys. I should have caught that earlier, but I rarely ever unmute that. And I think I only did when I was trying to take clips the other day. So I apologize, but hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully that's better. Okay. There's a hateful man I sometimes see around town. He's called Isidore Burbridge. Yesterday, I saw him bending down as though to pet a stray dog, but instead he punched it as hard as he could. I rushed over and the coward fled. Someday he'll get his comeuppance. Okay, well, Isidore Burbridge is going down in our kill book. Bad man. Okay. So if we see anyone with that name, he's out of here. Sadgill Chalice. We know how these work now, guys. Sadgill is here, and then we're gonna go Chalice. Let's go. The chalice clue takes me directly south of Sadgill to a spot next to the river. Moss-covered rocks line the banks, velvet to the touch. In the moist conditions, a deadly-looking plant grows abundantly in the lush grass. New plant acquired. Ooh, that one looks very mean. Okay. Cool, so that's done. Hello, boy. This looks like my Pharaohs. He's so pretty and so cute. There we go. Reuben Ward. Hi, bud. Brona tells me you're working on gathering the plants for a ritual that'll help us defeat this creature. I want to help in any way I can. From what Verona told me, I think this might be one of the plants needed to perform the ritual, but I'm afraid I do not know where it can be found. Swift Snare. The binder, ankle grabber, and never let go are several of the names given to this plant that may give some clue as to its properties. Once ensnared, it's impossible to extricate oneself without help. Swift snare has small heart-shaped leaves. Are you the mean one? This might be it. Okay. Who's next? Samuel Thomas. I'm visiting my grandmother up in Tibet, and I thought I'd take her favorite plant to cheer her up. It's blue with large flowers, and it smells lovely and fresh. My Nana calls it sweet breath. We literally just had this one. We just had it. And I don't remember which one it was. Okay. It's blue flower. Oh, wait. Was it you? Palliance? Is that you? Palliance. Okay. Let's double check and make sure that was the right one. Sometimes called sweet breath. Yep. There you go. Cool. And then now that you are labeled, thank you. You can go down there. Okay, we can end the day. I don't believe we had anything else that we could look at, so we should be good to do that. Yes. Yes. I am going to go ahead and label this one as the farmer's worry because we were able, as far as I could tell, we were able to fix that problem for the lady whose husband was an idiot. Decay gives way to new growth from death, life. The cycle starts again west of White Scar by the river. Behind the woman, a dark skeletal figure began to rise and low primal snarls sounded across the clearing. The shepherd turned and ran, cold fear coursing through his veins. He did not run for long. Uh-oh. Day 15, Friday. Okay, let's start with our card. Decay gives way to new growth from death, life. The cycle starts again west of White Scar by the river. Is White Scar? Oh, White Scar Cave. West by the river. Okay, we'll try here. Perfect. The sun-bleached skull fixes me with its black-eyed gaze, a reminder. From the chest of the skeleton, a plant grows. There we go. Where did you go, my friend? It has a soft aroma that reminds me of a pine forest. Interesting. Okay. Hi, buddy. Hey, you've got my mail. I've lived in Undermere all my life, and I've never seen the people as worried as they are now. Everyone's talking about the sisterhood and the servant. Somebody needs to do something to stop that beast. I love when we get compasses. I was speaking to a woman from Arnside who told me of a cave nearby that the locals stay away from. Apparently there's a strange plant that grows there, but the cave is believed to be haunted. Unfortunately, she was vague about where the cave was. Somewhere to the east was all she would say when I pressed her. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Okay, so somewhere to the east of Arnside is a cave. Where was Arnside? I remember seeing it. Now, where is it? Arnside. Okay. Down here. It's a strange cave believed to be haunted just somewhere to the east. So I assume White Scar Cave. So let's go there. A thin crack runs down the rock face, widening as it nears the ground, just wide enough for a man to slip through. But there's a problem. A large boulder blocks the entrance, too heavy to move. I think we've got one that helps with strength. Oh shoot, is it the farmer's worry? That makes me nervous. As long as we eat a very small amount, we should be okay. Perfect. Incredible. I'm surprised at how easily I'm able to roll away the boulder with the help of the farmer's worry. As my eyes adjust to the darkness, I discover several clusters of fungi growing there, reaching out desperately to the thin strip of light provided by the crack. Get 2 new mushrooms. That's crazy. Twilight Lepiota. In the twilight where shadows grow, take leaf in root and eye of crow, a plant of gloom and despair and dark magic. Do not be fooled by the pretty flower. The smell it gives off is quite foul. Yay, more mushrooms. Okay, you're not a mushroom. Get out of here. Crazy. Lord. Okay, who's next? Alden Gregory. My wife of 30 years is dying. It's the truth of it, as painful as it is to say out loud. The doctors say there's nothing they can do, but I cannot sit by and wait for it to happen. A man at the hospice let slip about a plant-based elixir. I don't think he meant for me to hear it, but I did, and it's all I can think about. Oh, buddy, you don't want to give her that. I understand the risks, but any price is worth paying if it means she doesn't have to die. Please, I'm begging you. Bud, no. Don't do that to your wife. I feel a need to tell my husband now if this happens. Don't use an elixir of the damned to bring me back. Don't do it. Okay. Alright. So we'll start here. We've got Arbitum alacritus, Maculosus retentia, and Mens fortis. So we're looking for Arbitum, Maculosus, or Mens. Arbitum alacritus. Okay, so we're looking for Gabalia, which is... I don't remember what color it was, but it should be labeled. Cabalia, we're looking for Cabalia. It has 6 petals on the Cabalia. Where are you, dude? Yes, hello? Of course, it was all the way to the other side. Okay, Cabalia. Okay, now we need the Maculosus and Mens fortis. Mac. Mens fortis. Okay, so we need the Dranthium. Not you. Got long Dranthium. Perfect. Okay, and then the Maculosus. Maculosus. Ooh, okay, so this is one we don't know yet. We need the Henchuck. The fruit of the henchuck can have startling effects on memory. Even a small dose can result in short-term memory loss, but in larger amounts it's been known to cause severe amnesia. That doesn't sound good. The tuberous bulb has an unusual structure, growing in bursts that give it a striped appearance when cut open. When the outer layer hardens, it turns blue-green. It's ready to harvest. Okay, so this is one that we don't have identified yet. Bulbous nature. Bell-like flowers, heart-shaped leaves. Is it you? Large blue flower with an odd protrusion. I don't know. Tuberous bulb has an unusual structure, growing in bursts that give it a striped appearance when cut open. Because I don't think I mean, I guess it's possible again that I have labeled it and we just haven't had to use it yet. Chuck. Okay, no. Sharp thorns grow along the edges of the upper leaves. What one was I just working? This guy. Like, this feels right, I guess. Because, like, it would be growing from the soil right here. Like, that doesn't look like a stem, that looks like root. So we'll try. I don't know if it'll tell us if we're wrong or not. Plot twist. It told us we were wrong. Okay. So yeah, we don't know what that is at this point. I'll put you back. I had you over with the mushrooms, but I honestly don't know. Okay. I don't think there was anything else that we could do in terms of exploring to go try and find one. Soft aroma reminds me of a pine forest. Okay, it's got to be a bulb. I don't see many other, like, bulb-shaped ones. Any bulbs? I think we did identify this one. Now I can't remember what it was. I should have labeled it already, but I didn't. Like a silly little goose. Okay, any other bulbous plants? Yeah, I know you guys are all... What do I do if I can't make it? Like, I don't feel... That doesn't feel like it's a thing that should be able to happen. Okay, we're gonna take a hint. Should go to a lab and study the recipe carefully. Amazing. Thank you so much. Yep, okay. Describes 3 plants using their Latin names. Yeah, thank you. For studying the elixir of the damned recipe, I believe I need... That was so helpful. Because the problem is, I don't know what henchuck looks like. Okay, alright. I don't see any other ones here that look bulbous. But those two are right. Give me a second. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's just read anything that looks somewhat bulbous. We'll read this whole thing on. Sharp thorns grow along the edges of upper leaves. Thank you for your daily honk, Cat. I appreciate you. It's a sweet scent like strawberry dipped in honey. Somewhat pungent. The bulb is quite firm and turquoise in color. The orange fruits have no noticeable odor. Okay, hold on. What did it say? I may or may not have forgotten what plant we were looking for. I don't remember the non-Latin name. The henchuck. Okay. Okay. The tuberous bulb has an unusual structure, going in bursts that give it striped appearance when cut open. When the outer layer hardens and turns blue-green, it's ready to harvest. This one does say bulb. So, wait, is this the bulb? And then, like, everything grows out of it? So, like, these are, like, the things growing out of it? It's worth a shot. We've got some wiggle room. Well, we made something. Hopefully it's the correct something. Okay, well, best of luck with that, my friend. Haverage. Pretty blue flowers line the stems of the sought-after plant. I think that might be this one. It said that if you give Haverage to your beloved under the light of a full moon, you'll both live long and blessed lives. I love that. The elixir of the damned. Oh, okay. You can go over here with my elixirs. Here we go. Right, you go over here. You go over here. Okay, is that everybody? Okay. Althea O'Shea, what a delightful shop you have. I'm only in town for a brief visit, but I heard I might be able to get a hold of some liverstone here. Sure. Give me a second. Let me figure out what it is. Caution's advised when handling this plant due to strong paralyzing agents contained within. It has pointed caps. I think that was this one. No. Oh. Oh, I didn't see that this one had dots on it. Oops. Oopsie doodle. Thumb. Pronounced. Nope. Pronounced tomb. This flower is sometimes associated with death. Oh my god, tomb is used as a fragrance in soaps and candles. I don't think I've ever had a game correct me that fast before. Oh man, okay, liverstone. Perfect, you can go down here. Oh, that was really funny. Oh god, hi Jade Mask Lady. I can't control it anymore. This has all gone too far. I never meant for it to turn on my sisters. It's too strong. I'm trying to hold it back, but it wants to kill. That's all it wants. Death, death, and more death. You have to help me. Ooh, we've got options. Widows. Whoa, what do you do? Said to induce fear, also called kempfoot, partly due to its unpleasant scent. Dainty, dark flowers grow out from a bed of long, thin leaves. Or dead man's fingers. Fungus is typically found in dense forest, protruding through the mulch. At a glance, it can appear as though a corpse is reaching up from the undergrowth. It's said to strengthen resolve and sharpen the mind. Okay. I feel like giving her the dead man's fingers is the best thing because that'll strengthen her resolve so she can control it. I feel like giving her the widow's woe would be more of a like we want said bad thing to win type vibe. And I don't know if that's what we want. So I think this might be Dead Man's Fingers. Perfect. So we'll give her that so that she can fight against the men. Carnivorous Tauren, known in the north as Andrew's Bane after an unfortunate demise of a man called Andrew Jardine. He was caught and slowly eaten alive by a large specimen of the Tauren. Jesus. Revered in the occult world, of a cross-section of the Tauren's stem reveals pentagonal symmetry. Interesting. Dead Man's Fingies. Okay, so you go down here with the other mushrooms. Amazing. Hollis Gibb. There's been talk over the last few nights down the Royal Oak of a servant creature going around slaughtering people. God damn. There's been talk over... Well, I don't know why I keep doing that. My brain just, like, immediately jumps up to the top again. I used to enjoy walking in the hills, but I daren't leave my... leave my house now. I've decided to bring nature to me in the meantime. The glow of a few pixie lamps would surely warm my heart. Think I know what that... Oh, glowhorn. Okay, I was like, I don't have pixie lamp. What is that? Okay, perfect. I'm pretty sure that's this one. Amazing. Love that. I like the easy ones. Pennybell. The leaves of the Pennybell are chewed by some for their hallucinogenic properties. However, it's highly addictive and can lead to sickness and death. Glowhorn. End of day. Cool. I don't think we had anything else to discover today, so we can go ahead and end. To the east of the castle, across the river and through the mountain pass, it grows at the edge of the wood. She finally had the power she had craved all these years, a servant to do as she willed, but that power came at a cost. The servant was awoken, and it would not be contained. It was the Dendru, the dread. It was death. Ooh. Spooky. Saturday, day 16. Okay, immediately we're gonna check out our card. Okay. To the east of the castle. Cool. So we've got Scissor Castle here. We've got Egremont Castle here. We've got Gleaston Castle here. So 1, 2. Any other castles? No. Okay, so Scissor. So across the river, through the mountain pass, and the edge of the wood. So maybe. Possibly there. Through the castle. Across the river. Okay, so I don't think it's this one because there's no mountain pass. Castle. No river. Okay, so I'm thinking this one over here. So from Scissor to the east of the castle, across the river, through the mountain pass, the edge of the wood. Amazing. Okay, the trees sway effortlessly. Try that again. The trees sway effortlessly in the cool breeze. The low hum of crickets chirping rides the wind. A sense of calm washes over me, and I'm rewarded with a new find. Ooh. This one immediately gives that snaring one, which is exciting. I don't know who's going to need it, but that's immediately what I think that one is. We're going to go up there with the ones I haven't identified yet. It is time. The servant is on the move again. Time to act. Meet me at the ritual site. I hope for all our sakes that you've been able to track down the plants we need. Okay. Oh, no. How do I open this? We must act before it's too late. Gather the plants and meet me at the ritual site. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Guys. Uh-oh. But we still had this. How do we open this? What do we do with this? Damn it, I hope. Okay. Okay. Where was the great oak at? Okay. Uh-oh. That apparently wasn't the ritual site. Shoot. It's been just long enough that I'm like, I don't remember. Where'd it go? Okay. To the south of the Watcher. Oh, it was in that. Okay. Well, don't mind me. While the world is ending, I just have to water my plants. Do. Just watering my plants when the world is ending. But like legit kind of a vibe. Last one. There we go. Okay. Pretty sure it was in the clearing underneath it. Here we go. I didn't realize we were gonna have to try and figure this out this fast. I kind of thought we were gonna have more time, and now I have a very distinct feeling we are gonna get a not good ending because I goofed. A small stone shrine, it sits off to one side of the clearing. 5 grooves run out from the center of the stone, widening into recesses at the base. 5 slots for 5 plants. Was it these? No, that's how we opened that. Oh no. Unfortunately, we know that 5 plants are required for the ritual. Specific plants are not known. Ugh. This is not gonna be good. Oh no. Okay, well, so we used all these little things to open the little thing. Like, I don't remember there really being any notes that like said, hey, we used these. Oh no. I'm starting to panic a little bit too, so my brain's like shutting down because I legitimately have no idea. Like, I still have a box. Like, what opened this? Is there anything on the map? That, like, had this symbol on it anywhere? I don't think so. Oh, this is stressful. It just went from I'm having a great time with my plants to I'm scared. Come pick me up. It's like I know. Okay. I know there was at least one that was like, hey, give this as an offering to... Shit. Okay, well, she's on a couple of the pages that we had. She's on this. She's on this. Is she on anything else? No. No. Okay. Secrets have been stolen and the artist has been murdered. Find us deep in the crystal forest, a mile from the lakeshore across from Torver. Please help us. Yours in Hope, the Sisterhood of Arduina. Well, that doesn't tell me a plant anyways, and neither does that. I wasn't actively actually paying attention to what any of those said. Oh my god. Panic is getting to my brain. Okay. That one strengthens visions and prophecies. I feel like candlewood could make sense. Oh. Excuse me, sorry. Candlewood could make sense for protecting against manners and like afflictions of the mind. Oh god, this is so scary. Oh god, yes, yes we do. Oh, okay. One of these can open locks. Which one was it? I think I may have passed it. Hold on. Skin rashes. I'm sitting here being like, where's a key? We don't have a key. We have plants. Who needs keys when you have plants? Okay, good fortune. Eye strain. Love lock. Can open any lock no matter how complex. Okay. Okay. Pavilium, where are you? Okay, see, I was panicking for nothing. Never mind, I wasn't panicking. You guys were panicking. I need y'all to calm down. I told you it was going to be okay. First is the corpse's friend. Corpse's friend? There's dead man's finger. Horse camphor, candy root, gray sandfire, Jacob's worth, maiden's sorrow. Okay, let me read the whole thing. First is the corpse's friend, a reminder. Then comes the ankle grabber, the binder. Third is the fearbringer. Fourth, to lift a curse. Last, a petal to secure black blood's reverse. Okay, so corpse's friend. Borealis, winter boar, widow's woe, Solomon's scepter, swift snare is going to be one of them. Royal gentian, pennybell, long verkund, mellow glow, mountain osprey, norwood, henchuck, heverage, eyebright, fox, candy root, gilded dendra, glowhorn, gray sapphire, sandfire, devil's nightcap, candlewood. Where are you? It's caught and slowly eaten alive. Corpse's friend. Okay, let me do the ones I know and then I'll come back. So ankle grabber is going to be... where did it go? Swift snare, which I think is this wild guy. Moves fast for a plant. So swift snare is going to be in here. Cool. Got it. Third is the fear bringer. There was one that induces fear, which I believe was the other one that we had the option of giving. Because we could give the Jade Mask lady Dead Man's Finger or one other one. Was it the Neptune? No, that was the Truth one. But I don't think we had it. Widow's Woe, Storian, Meek Dew, Priddle, Penny and Bell, Haverage. No, did we have it? Shoot, I cannot remember now. Candlewood, Caldery, Clavilium. So the Daisy Dog? That's Courage. Shoot, what was the one that could... Oh, ooh, Corpse's Friend. Plant is also known colloquially as Corpse's Friend, so the Devil's Nightcap. If ingested, a seed will cause slow, agonizing death and plant will grow out of the body once deceased. It has a light, pleasant scent, not dissimilar to pine needles. This guy. Amazing. Okay, cool. So we flipped through, we found that one. So now we want the one that induces fear. Sleeping Droughts. It's the Friendship. That one's got medicinal properties. The lips and veins will turn black as the blood succumbs to dendra miasma, a sure painful way to die. So the dendra miasma is what turns the blood black. So black blood's reverse is whatever the cure to this one was, which I can't remember, but I remember seeing it. Okay, so we need the cure for that one. Dried leaves. We need the one that instills fear. Which I may have clicked by, but I thought it said, like, instills fear very high up. Let's turn black. Bring good fortune. Vibrant petal can be brewed, create a drought. Yeah, bindle, ankle grabber. So we got the swift snare. And then one that lifts a curse. Ha. Yes, Widow's Woe. Okay. Also called Kempfoot, partly due to its unpleasant scent. Dainty, dark flowers grow from a bed of long, thin leaves. Okay, so dainty, dark flowers from long, thin leaves. Not you. Dark blue, smells sweet like rhubarb. But you were supposed to smell unpleasant. Heart-shaped leaves. Did I have Widow's Woe? I don't think I did. Winter War, Weeping... Man, I should have, like, alphabetized these as we were going. That would have been helpful. Okay, no. Dainty, dark flowers. Small leaves, delicate flowers. From a bed of long, thin leaves. Flowers are very delicate. Petals easily fall off. Red fruit, long flat leaves. Soft pale blue flowers. Somewhat pungent. Dark purple flowers. You don't mention anything about being unpleasant scent, which makes me nervous to use that one. Okay, what if we don't have it? Ugh. Oh no. Oh, shoot. Okay. Dainty dark flowers grow from a bed of long, thin leaves. These are long and thin. I mean, like, technically, those are long and thin. It does have an unpleasant scent. Nope. I'm gonna put that one in. I'm not confident about that one, but I feel like that might be one of the only options. Okay. Fourth is to lift a curse. Okay, so we need one to lift a curse, and then the one that is the fix, the antidote. Okay. Strength and psychic abilities. Draws in light. Warms you up. Skin rashes. Afflictions of the mind. Help the dead find peace. That one eats people. Dark magic. Offered to the huntress. Opens any lock. Can be tricky to find. Balm against eye strain. Benefit from its properties. Realize that it is a curse, not a blessing. Simple potion that can grant courage. Found in dense forest. Appears as the corpses reaching up. Strengthen resolve, sharpen mind. Corpse's friend we've already used. Mind altering abilities. Known as Green Eye. Elderfinium can be brewed to create an antidote to dangerous miasma. So, Elderfinium is what we need. I think that one was down this way. Elderfinium. I was wrong. Elderfinium. Elderfinium? Where the heck are you? The heck? I know, okay, I have this one labeled. Unless I was just a silly goose and didn't label it, which is very possible, as we've clearly seen. Oh no, don't tell me I didn't label it. Oh, thank God. It's like we've come too far. Okay, so that's the reverse. So now we just need the curse lift. Protective properties. Offering to various deities in return for sanctuary. Rejuvenating aching bones. Causes severe pain. Improves eyesight. Great strength. Energy boost. Sleeping droughts. Friendship. Medicinal properties. Digestive aid. That's the dangerous miasma causer. That's the glowy mushroom. Wait, did the glowy mushroom lift a curse? No. Okay. Some chew it as a form of dental hygiene, taking care not to swallow it. Once dried, hardened stems can be burned as incense and believed to lead the spirits of, or be the spirits of dead souls. You give it to your beloved, both live long and blessed lives. It's memory issues, pain relief, So they point the way towards any person, so anyone you're trying to find. Soft or ornamental plant aids with conditions of memory deterioration. Okay, that one is owl. Afflictions of the heart. Single drop of the strong smelling sap from this plant can utterly drain a person's mental faculties. Truthsayer. Paralyzing agents. Okay, sometimes called witch's remedy. Longverkund. Okay. 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 All right. Everybody calm down. I think we're good. Told you there was no worry to panic. Or reason to panic. Also no worry. No reason to worry or panic. Whew. How do I know which one's wrong? Okay, so first is the corpse's friend. Was this the one that we were second guessing? Oh shit. I should have written down what they were called. Was it the Covilium? Oh shoot. This one, the Devil's Nightcap. It's a light, pleasant scent, not dissimilar to pine needles. Boiling the root in vinegar creates a tonic. So that was that one. Where did it go? Yeah, similar to a pine forest. Okay, so that one's correct. Let me write this down so we're not spending a million years on this again. So Devil's Nightcap. That has to be right because it smells like pine needles. Then's the Ankle Grabber, which is this one, which was the Swift Snare. It has small heart-shaped leaves. Nope, that one. Moves fast for a plant, and it looks like little hearts. Like, it's gotta be that one. Okay, so that was the Swift Snare. What were you? The Fearbringer. I really should have written these down. Oh, Lord. What were you called? You didn't... Oh, what? You weren't labeled. Shoot. Okay, that would be why you were probably incorrect. The Longverkund was one. That was the Curse Lifter. So that one was right. This one was the Elderfinium. To create an antidote. Deadly poison that causes the blood to slowly turn black. So black blood's reverse is the antidote. So that one has to be Elderfinium. Okay. So the Fearbringer is the one that we've got wrong. I gotta find it again. All right, bear with me as I try and find it again. There it is, Widow's Woe. Okay. Okay, so it's not you. So go over there. Long, thin leaves, quite rigid. Aroma is sharp and citric. Dainty dark flowers grow out of bed of long thin leaves. I think this may have been the one that we are looking for earlier. with the... Like, I recognize the little nubbins in the middle. Okay. Like, what are you doing here? Get out of here. Go away. Actually, wait. Okay, no, you have to go away. I wouldn't call these dainty dark flowers. But it is long, thin leaves, and these are described as long, thin leaves. And it's sharp and citric, so it does smell bad. I'm not going to hit OK yet, but I'm going to set that over there. The leaves feel smooth and soft underneath. The large stamens seem to be the source of the acerbic odor. Like, I feel like if it would describe that flower, because that flower is very, like, specific. This feels okay. Dainty dark, but they're not, the flowers aren't dark, though. Could you guys describe those flowers as dark? Like, it's got the unpleasant scent. It's got the long, thin leaves. I don't feel like we really... That one is technically labeled, but I can't remember what it was, but... That was the one that had, like, the bulbs or whatever. That one just is dark flowers, but it doesn't specify anything about the scent. And I feel like the scent is so specific. That one's sweet, so that's not it. Somewhat pungent, but those leaves don't look the same. Petals fall easily. They're delicate, so it doesn't say anything about the scent. Oh, Lord. Fuck. Oh, no. Okay. Widow's Woe. I'm not gonna lie. I may look up what Widow's Woe looks like, just to see if we even have it. So it is very, very possible that we don't. Yeah, I don't see it here. It's not giving us as much dread, so we have a little bit of time. But like this one mentions the dark flowers, it's got the tall leaves, but it doesn't mention anything about the scent, and that's what I don't like about using this one. Okay, I'm gonna try this one. Okay. Okay, so any that we've tried and we know it definitely isn't is going over here. Just get out of the way. Okay, give me a half second. I'm gonna look up what Widow's Woe looks like. Oh no, we don't have that. Oh no. Okay. Shit. Oh no. Okay. 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 Let's see. Hmm. Wait a second. Hold on, I'm looking into this here real quick because it says that we can get it after opening this box. The inside of the box contains a note. What the heck? Why did that go? Okay. 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 I'm glad I looked it up because that would have annoyed the shit out of me. Because we had this, but it was in my letters pile and I didn't see that we had gotten this. So follow the Dudden tributary to its source. So Dudden. So we're gonna try here. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay, well, let's water these. I feel like we're wasting so much time now. Let me get back to where I can see you guys. Okay, there we go. I can see chat again. Okay. Yes, baby doll. Okay. Hi. What's up? Do you want to come over here again? Okay. Woo. I just goofed everything. Here. You want to come over? Do you want to be my lucky charm? Because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so we want... Where is it? Follow the Dudden tributary to its source. I thought I did that. Because I thought it was following that to the source, which would be there. Wait, does hold on, what does tributary mean in this scenario? Tributary. A stream or river that flows into a larger stream. So it doesn't flow directly into sea. Okay, so this then? Because it would flow into... I've never seen this plant before, and it's here growing in abundance. Yes! There we go. Well done. I will take it from here. I stand back and watch as Verona walks around the shrine, muttering soft incantations. It feels like a long time passes before she looks up, but in reality, it was perhaps only 10 minutes. Nothing's happening. What do you mean nothing's happening? Have we got the right plants? I think so. Perhaps we just need to be patient. A loud noise behind us makes us all jump, turning around to see something that makes my blood run cold. The woman in the jade mask is walking calmly and slowly toward us from the other side of the clearing. Behind her, standing tall and terrifying, is the black silhouette of the servant. Oh shit, what if we... Oh no. Oh no. What if we just accidentally armed her with the will to defeat... Oh no. What was that about being patient? I think we're out of time. Do not be afraid. I'm here to surrender willingly. The servant cannot be allowed to... The creature lunges forward and brings a huge arm scything toward her. Her scream pierces the cold air and she drops to her knees, clutching her head, but the blow seems to glance off to one side as it comes hurtling down, and the beast's claws end up embedded in the dirt instead of the woman's back. I can't hold it much longer. You'll need this. She throws a small vial of red liquid, which Ruben deftly catches and holds up to the light. Blood. Quickly, I know what to do. Verona grabs the vial and fumbles to get the stopper out as she turns back to the shrine. The servant has its huge arm free again and is slowly advancing with strange, jerking movements. Verona pours the blood into a small cavity in the shrine, and everything seems to happen at once. A pillar of bright light launches out of the shrine toward the servant and hits it in the chest. The huge beast shrieks and staggers backwards, drowning out the screams of the woman in the jade mask, who's clutching her head and writhing in agony on the ground. There's an almighty thunderclap and a blinding flash of light, and suddenly the servant is gone. A patch of charred ground smolders where it stood just moments before. My head is spinning at what just happened. Did it work? Have we defeated the servant? Banished, perform the ritual. Friday. With the dust settled and the servant vanquished, I've been able to reflect on the events of the last few weeks. We were fortunate that Thea was able to stay in control of the beast for as long as she did. Who can say what would have happened if she was unable to prevent it causing the destruction it craved? Undermere has never felt so jubilant, so full of life. All the nervous tension that had built up evaporated in an instant, and the people have plowed their energies into celebration and merriment. They do not know the whole truth, of course, that Thea, the woman in the jade mask, was the one who summoned the servant. I promised Reuben that I would leave it to him to unravel that mess. She is his daughter, after all. And as for myself, well, I'm back in the calm of Strange Horticulture, of course, with Hellbore for company. It's quieter around here, but I'm content. And there are always more plants to learn about and discover. The Sleeping Dendru. It is done. The servant can go back to being a dark story for dusty shelves. Ending 2, Elder Finium. So Reuben is alive, attempting to reconnect with his daughter. Verona Green is alive. She regularly visits you for advice, and you've become firm friends. Bethany Coleman, deceased, killed by the servant. Faye Swift, alive. She has not dreamed of the servant since you performed the ritual. Ennis Aylford, in hiding, has not been seen since the defeat of the servant. There are rumors he's living in Rydal Cave once again. Forrest Vare, wounded. Both his body and his pride have been damaged, but he lives. Thea Ward, in hiding, ashamed of her actions that caused so much pain and death. It is unlikely she will ever fully recover from the trauma. And Isidore Burbage. Fuck that guy. He kicked a dog. Alive, unfortunately. Currently pursuing legal action against Strange Horticulture. If we ever play this again to try other endings, we're killing this man so he doesn't kick that dog. Just as a side note. That was awesome. I think this might be one of my favorite games we've played so far. That was really, really cool. I do have Strange Antiquities. I gotta kill man who kicks dogs. Always. Yes. I even wrote his name down, but I didn't recognize it this time. But he was the one that I wanted to give the wrong things early on. Can I help you? She's just yelling at me. But he was the one that I wanted to give the wrong stuff earlier. We just didn't have it in order to give it to him, which was unfortunate. But that was cool. I got really nervous there for a half second at the end that we had just boosted the girl, the Thea, is that her name? That we just boosted her and she had lied to us. And then we just made her stronger for her to just take us out. I was really worried about that for a second. But that was not the case. That was really, really cool, though. I'm excited for Strange Antiquities. I wonder if the same kind of story is going to continue. If the servant is going to be the issue again, or if it's a completely different story. But I guess I can kind of leave up to you guys. I was kind of torn on if I wanted to go ahead and play Strange Antiquities after this one, so we would start it on Monday, or if we wanted to take a break, play some different games, and then come back to it. Because part of me is this is really cool, let's go ahead and play it. But then the other part of me is like, but it's really cool. I kind of want it to last longer. Let's space it out. So what say ye? Because if you guys, I'm gonna switch back to this here real quick. But I think it could go. Oh, shit, hold on. Have you ever heard of the Monastery of the Black Veil? I think it would interest you. I learned of it from a man from Ravenglass. If you're ever in that part of the world, you should ask him about it. He owns the Horseshoe Inn on Main Street. I'm met by a man with a thick black beard and kind eyes who's delighted to have found a willing ear to listen to his stories. You won't find the Monastery of the Black Veil marked on any map. They don't want to be found. The monastery was on the edge of the wood. I remember that much. We must have been heading west because I could feel the sun on my face and it was evening. We crossed 2 rivers and then we followed a river for a while. I could hear it to my left as we traveled. They left me here in Ravenglass and I've stayed ever since. As I turned to leave, he adds, here, if you're serious about going, you'd better have this. Guys, there's more. Oh no, okay. Okay. Okay, crazy. Okay. No seed will grow that does not wither. No water will languish upon the river. No man will last forever hail. We will all wear the blackened veil. Leaf of the Storian, dark flower of the tomb, stench of the twilight. Okay. Okay, and then we've got that. Okay, so let's go well to explore. We've got this. So we've got a triangle, and then down and over and down, then we've got a circle. So let's look at all of our heights to see. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. So you, potentially. No, because we need circles. Okay, so I'm assuming that the triangles are the mountain symbols. And then the circles are the town symbols. So we need 2 towns that are pretty close to each other. And then a mountain that's very close by. So these, maybe? Okay. So you here, and then we're going to go over 1, down 2, and then diagonal. So over 1, down 2, diagonal. Amazing. Up 2, over 2. 2 over 2. Perf. Amazing. So down from Caesar, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and over 1. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and over 1. We want to go there. The sun's low in the sky. I'm tired after a long day. I have earned this reward. What are you? Okay. Fascinating. Wait, where is our Widow's Woe? Did we end up using it? Where did it go? Want to label it. It was like orangey black. This guy. One was Widow's Woe. Okay, cool. Okay, this is elixir stuff. So Leaf of the Storian. Isn't there one named Storian? Yes, okay. Okay, so the dark red fruits should not be ingested under any circumstances as they are highly poisonous, resulting in insanity and then death. A cross-section of the stem shows the distinctive triple xylem and phloem of the Storian. I still don't think I said that right at all. Okay. Red fruits, long flat leaves. We're gonna guess it's that one. Dark flower of the tomb. Where is the tomb? Are sometimes associated with death. It's used as a fragrance in soaps and candles. Okay. That one's an unpleasant scent. Sharp and citric? No. Very strong aroma, slightly aniseedy. Small, delicate flowers. Berries. Soft aroma. Wait, wasn't this one the Devil's Nightcap? Come back. Yeah, because we used this one. Devil's Nightcap. Oh, I spelled that wrong. Let me fix that. It's gonna drive me nuts. There we go. Okay. Oh, nope. Go back that way, please. Smells like sweet rhubarb. Sweet rhubarb, I feel like, could be a fragrance used in soaps and candles, and those leaves look similar, so we're gonna try that one. It makes me nervous when there's multiples that we don't know, but it should be okay. Okay, and then the stench of twilight. Twilight lepiota. In the twilight, where shadows grow, take leaf and root, and eye of crow, plain of gloom and despair and dark magic. Do not be fooled by the pretty flower. The smell it gives off is quite foul. Alright, what leaves? What? Okay, so it does have a pretty flower. But it seems like it's a singular flower. Oh, okay. I think it's this one. These leaves look similar now. So we're gonna try this. Yay! We did it! Okay. Where did it go? Cool. Now where are my labels? They're around here somewhere. Just gonna put you down in the corner again. Okay. You are elixir of the... what? The Black Veil. Okay, and then you go back up here with my elixirs. Awesome. Okay, there we go. Cool. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. Don't worry, Captain. We'll buff out those scratches later. Okay, that one we need to do. So we've got 17 more plants to find, or identify at least, which feels kind of crazy. But we can see. Okay, let's see if we can explore. Hey, sweet girl. For this guy? No, where did it go? Okay, you won't find the Monastery of the Black Veil marked on any map. They don't want to be found. It was on the edge of a wood. I remember that much. We had to have been heading west because I could feel the sun on my face and it was evening. We crossed 2 rivers, then we followed a river for a while. I could hear it to my left as we traveled. They left me here in Ravenglass and I've stayed ever since. Okay, so Ravenglass, we're gonna go east. Okay. So we're gonna work backwards. So he could hear it to his left as they traveled. So he's gonna be heading this way because that would have meant that was on his left. So they were coming up this way. And then they crossed 2 rivers, which would have been 1 river, 2 river. Because they were heading west, which means we're gonna head east. And they're on the edge of a wood. So like here. Edge of the wood, cross river 1, cross river 2, and then head to Ravenglass. Three figures, their faces hidden behind black coverings, come out to meet me. The figure on the left speaks first. The monks of the Black Veil know the horticulturist. Then one of the Then the one in the center of the group adds, they will share their knowledge if they receive the payment. The final member of the trio stays silent. Here you go. The third member of the trio accepts the elixir, and together they disappear into the monastery. Sometime later, they return with a stack of parchments. Oh god. Oh god. Oh my god. Okay. Whew. Pliscus. The pliscus flower is crushed into a paste to cure coughs and sore throats. This author can attest that the supposed cure does not work. No, I wanted to read all of them. Oh. Phooey. I think Umbrella was one of them. A powerful balm against diseases of the heart. It will not be a cure once illness is set in, but it can ease pain and prolong life. Umbrella has long rounded leaves and a flower that smells of strawberries. You think it's this one? I'm going to call that Umbrella, but I'm going to leave it up there so we know it's not confirmed. Okay. Cool. Okay. And then I believe Bella Nox was new. The moonlight flower, dark, mysterious, and beautiful, has enchanted people for centuries. It is thought to send people mad with obsessive desire, seductively luring them to their deaths like a siren's call. My god. I think that might be this one. But I'm not confident enough to label it just yet. Oh, we've got more people. It's good to see you too, Hellbore. It's been a while. You seem relaxed as ever, though. Nothing ever phases you, does it? I must admit I've been buried in my books and seem to have missed all the excitement. I hear you and your plants have part to play, though. I've been collating some information on a selection of plants for a little book I'm putting together. So hoping you could help me finish identifying all these plants. Let's start with the moonlight flower. I've always loved that one. Okay, I think it was this one. Amazing. Okay. This was the Bella Nox. Okay. Spring wax cap. I like that there's a, like, you can finish identifying anything that you may have missed scenario. Okay. An edible mushroom with some mild medicinal properties. When dried and eaten, it can help relieve pain. This one? Amazing. Love that for us. Spring wax cap. Awesome. Okay. And then you can both go down there because I know y'all are confirmed. Okay. Haverage. Haverage. There we go. Pretty blue flowers, line of stems, sought after plant. I think I saw you. I think you were this one. Sweet. Okay, Haverage. Okay. Fool's Midnight. Used by some as an aphrodisiac, though the potent sulfuric aroma is enough to put off most. This dark mushroom has a fleshy underbelly, said to have a unique, sharp taste to those brave enough to try it. Smells rotten. Sulfur is typically a rotten smell. Heck yeah, man. Okay. Alright, you were Fool's Midnight. Down here with my other mushrooms. There we go. Demel. This unremarkable flower is related to the common thistle. Its leaves are occasionally brewed in a tea to calm anxiety. Ooh. Bland smelling flower. It makes me feel like it's unremarkable if it's bland. Awesome. Demel. Sweet, perfect. Lesser Meridoc. Lesser Meridoc. The round flower head of the Meridoc is made up of smaller yellow florets. A single drop of the strong smelling sap from this plant can utterly drain a person's mental focus, rendering them so uncomfortable. Okay, yeah, I think it's gotta be that one. Sweet. Alrighty, lesser. Is that so, my dear? Okay, and then umbrella. Powerful balm against diseases of the heart. It will not be a cure once illness is set in, but it can ease pain and prolong life. It has long round leaves and one that smells of strawberries. Where did it go? Okay. Perfect. Hi, sweet girl. Okay, I already labeled you. Hold on. Sorry, Lara just laid down directly in front of me, so I'm just scooting stuff to work around her. Here we go. Okay. Alright, what was it? Evulum? The scent it produces is considered overpowering by some, but it's said to stimulate the senses and rejuvenate aching bones. It has many short leaves. Okay, that one's pungent, so yeah. Heck yeah, man. We're getting good at this. Of course, we're getting good at it at the end of the game. E-V-U-L-U-M. Alright, I'm having to type one-handed too. There we go. Penny Bell. Penny Bell. Leaves of the penny bell are chewed by some for their hallucinogenic properties. However, it's highly addictive and can lead to sickness or death. That, I feel like, makes sense that that one's called Penny Bell. Awesome. P-E-N-N-Y P-E-L-L. Nope. Perfect. I did not notice at all that she was saying something new about each one. I am sorry, you guys. My mother often uses birdum leaves in her cooking. She's too stubborn for superstitions. Birdum. Thick birdum leaves make a tasty addition to soups and stews. Superstitious folks won't allow birdum into their homes as it's believed to bring bad luck. Looks like those leaves. B-U-R-D. Which way are you going? Excuse me. U-M. Whoa, what did you press? U-M. Nope. What are we doing here? There we go. Okay, cool. You're good. Another herbal remedy for sore throats that doesn't work. Oh, well, that's at least what... That's... Let's see what it looks like, at least. Jeez Louise. Peliscus. The peliscus flower is crushed into paste, cure coughs and sore throats. This author can attest that it supposedly does not. The supposed cure does not work. I feel like these leaves look like it could be it. Cool. Okay. E-O-L-I-S-C-U-S. Cool. Alright, we've got 6 more to figure out. Which is crazy to me because we've got 6... Okay, so we must have just not labeled a few. Good work. Let's do the Lyle of Neptune now. Okay, I think this was... I think we had this one the entire time and I just put it in the corner and forgot it was there. It's unfortunate. But that's okay. I'm gonna do like the hunt and peck around Alara. Okay, Aguria. Where's the little blue puffballs? See you guys? Yeah, okay. So that's the one that's when dried out, it can be burned and enhance psychic abilities. This is Guria. Good work. Let's do sour brandy now. Sour brandy can help with memory recovery. Especially if the memory's been deliberately sabotaged. The name of this plant derives from the fact that although edible, the large stamen is extremely bitter to taste. You were identified. What are you? What are you? Sharp thorns on the edge of the upper leaves. Is there anything that looks like pea pod almost? It's quite easy to cut one's cells on the jagged leaves. Is it you? Okay. Perfect. Okay, Shift S. So you are Bandy. Okay, Meek do. Oh, too far. Meek do. Beautiful flower made up of many smaller florets to make this a sought-after decorative plant. Although it's difficult to care for, it may be pleasant looking, but touching it against bare skin results in owies. You? Hi. Hey, sweet girl. I know your sister's directly in front of me, and you guys are not huge fans of each other. Okay, use that one. Cool. Okay, label that as Meek do. Carnivorous Taurin. Don't know that one. Known in the north as Andrew's Bane, after an unfortunate demise of a man called Andrew Jardine, he was caught and slowly eaten alive by a large specimen of the Taurin. Gross. This one gives this to me. No. Okay. Let me make sure. Okay, you guys are all labeled. You're labeled. Let me bring you all closer together so I can see you all at one time. Okay. I'm pretty sure we discovered what you were, but just in case. Okay. Cross-section of the stem reveals pentagonal symmetry. Like, this kind of feels like it has to be. Like, it looks like it eats things. Okay. Alright, here we go. Cool. Good, let's work. Let's do Priddle now. Priddle. Coveted by the rich, pretty Priddle is crushed to make dyes. It's a very rare plant that's hard to come by. Great to cultivate. Oh, it looks like it could potentially be either of these. Purple with a gentle scent. It's an unpleasant scent. Okay. Looks like it's gonna be this one, just based off of the little, like, divot. Cool, 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 cool. Amazing. Love that. Okay, Priddle. Cool. It seems to be all of them. I think you've earned the right to call yourself an experienced horticulturist. Okay, cool. So we must have discovered these and then just forgot to label them, which is very, very likely, unfortunately. But cool. Fun. End day. Cool. Awesome. Let me get a little bit of music going here. There we go. Alrighty. Well, that was super freaking fun. I really, really like that one. But yeah, I don't know if you guys care when we play Strange Antiquities. But I did pick it up for the Steam Spring Sale. So I do have it. We can start it on Monday if we want to. Or if we want to kind of shift gears and play something that's got a different vibe and then come back around to it, that is also totally fine. I'm perfectly content either way because, you know, like I said a little bit ago, there's a part of me that's like, I'm having such a great time. I really want to see what the next game has to offer. But then there's another part of me that's like, but it's so much fun. Like, I don't want it to end. So like, let's push it off for a little bit. So I'm happy either way. So if any of you have opinions on that, you know, definitely let me know. But if you also don't care, then it might just be we'll call it on the fly on Monday and see how we're feeling. But Friday we have got Fable again. So it'll be another longer stream. I have absolutely no clue where we are in that game in terms of like the length of the game. So I mean, we've had 2 Friday nights and a Wednesday night on that game so far. So part of me feels like we're probably not that crazy far in. Like we've gotten a decent chunk of different story and whatnot, but like there's also a part of me that's like, we have kind of dicked around a little bit and like not really knocked out a lot of stuff. So, not sure how many more Fridays that one's going to be going on for, but once we finish up Fable, then we will do another vote to see which long-term game we want to play. I have got a handful of ideas ready to go. I made a handy dandy like spreadsheet and of just all the games that I would love to play on stream at some point. And I made sure to color code them by like any that would be in the like 1 to 3 hour zones, anything that could be a single session, and then anything that would be like a Friday night, like we're going to commit to this for a while. So we've got a handful of options, but I can go over those closer to time of actually picking another one. But we've got Fable Friday still coming up. Here in a couple of weeks, we will have a birthday stream, which is exciting. I'm thinking we might do the Untitled Goose Game. I think that could be really fun and just some shenaniganery, but don't hold me to that. That may change. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do, but it's going to be a Monday night. So like, we're not going to go too crazy late or anything like that, because I will have to work again the next day, which sucks, but, but it is what it is. But that'll be coming up on April 13th. So we've got a little bit of time. But I just wanted to go ahead and throw that on y'all's radar that that will be a little bit of a different stream just in terms of, you know, having a good time. I might have a party hat. I might make one for Dennis. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. But I don't think there's really anything else that I wanted to chat about. So let me go ahead and start taking a peek at who we're going to raid tonight and see who we've got on. Okay. I kind of forgot like how much I love like pop punk music. So like Fall Out Boy, Panic at the Disco, things like that. Because I haven't been listening to them a lot lately at all. And then I heard something the other day and I was like, I should really listen to Fall Out Boy again. Like, I've listened to them since I was in like 5th grade. So like 20 plus years at this point. Genuinely one of my favorite bands. So I was like, it truly has been a while since I've listened to them. So I've been on a kick of listening to them. Goose Game, let's get the shenanigans. I think it would be really, really fun. So we do have that. I'm that's more than likely going to be the route we go. Just because I am excited for the Untitled Goose Game. I think it would be really, really funny. I'm actually supposed to be looking actively at this list. I just zoned out so hard. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. So we've got, who do we have on? Here we go. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Okay. We've got a couple options, which means we're going to go with whoever has the lesser amount of viewers, because that is the rule that I go by. Okay, that means we're going to go hang out with Persephone. She is playing Arc Raiders. It looks like she is doing some solo PvE. It looks like drops are on too, if that is up y'all's alley. I don't play, but if that is up y'all's alley at all, hang out, get those drops. Here is a raid message. If you would like to copy and paste it, please feel free to. But I'm going to go ahead and get that raid ready to go. Perfect. Awesome. Well, again, if you guys don't already follow me on either Blue Sky or TikTok, those are going to be the best places for if I have any updates. For example, like on Monday, I was able to throw out a quick, and I think I did stories here on Twitch as well. But whenever I knew I was going to be late because we had to take care of the baby boy, definitely make sure that you guys are following there if you want to keep up with that. I will try to update here on Twitch with the stories thing as much as I can. Hopefully that does not happen again, but just in case, those will kind of be the two main places that I throw out updates on. But otherwise, thank you guys so freaking much. Y'all are incredible. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. I hope you guys like this game as much as I did. And then again, we have Fable on Friday, and then we will be doing something on Monday. We'll figure it out then. But thank you guys again so freaking much. I hope y'all have an incredible night, and make sure that y'all are staying silly and staying safe. Mwah!